Hello, we are prepping for my 34th birthday. I am making myself a fabric crown. Isn't this cute? So here's the pattern for the crown. And then this is one side of the crown with like this butterfly fabric. Look how cute that is. And then, oops, the camera's sitting on the other fabric. Then this will be the other side. It's like red polka dots. I'm excited. I feel like I'm moving really fast with this project, even though I haven't actually sewn in a long time. So I flipped it, and then I just need to pin these two together, and then we are going to start sewing. Basically, I wanted to make myself a birthday crown because I really wanted this year to be whimsical and just fun. I'm not planning like a birthday party or anything for myself, which is very out of the norm for me because I like to do like big birthday parties. But this year I was like, you know what? I just want to celebrate with myself and with my partner and maybe with like one or two of my closest friends and just kind of bask, I guess, in the year that I've had and celebrate me alone, if that makes sense. It is officially my 34th birthday. Oh my gosh. I got my little homemade crown on. I made it myself. I think it looks pretty good. I wanted to do some reflection time, and this birthday I think is really different than most of the other birthdays that I've had, mainly because I always host a birthday party and I invite a whole bunch of people, and I think the past years I've done like a home cafe, and then I did a boozy bougie birthday bagel brunch, and this year I actually didn't host anything. I didn't plan like a birthday party for myself, and I just chose really intentional activities for me to do, things that I've been wanting to do that I don't treat myself to. I booked a Bridgerton tea experience for myself, and I had like high tea, and then I went to a journal workshop where I made my own leather journal. And then this morning, I went and took myself out to brunch and had this really delicious stack of pancakes. As you all can see, made myself a fabric crown. And then this evening, my partner Mario and I are going out to dinner just to celebrate. I think in the past I would have been sad thinking like, oh, I need a big birthday, I need to celebrate with a lot of people. These are the three questions that I always ask myself for my birthday. Number one, the top three achievements of the previous year, the three most unexpected occurrences, and three biggest lessons from 33. My top three achievements of 33 was number one, getting my motherfucking driver's license finally. I also just received my physical, like, actual driver's license card in the mail yesterday, the day before my birthday. So I feel like this was just like a cycle closing. Honestly, I feel so proud. Like, when I saw the card, I was like, oh my gosh, I finally have my driver's license. This is like for real. Number two is making steady money again and being able to pay for my rent and living expenses. But not only that, I am able to put a good amount of money away for savings to buy for our first house, and also to put money into savings for myself so I can build up like an emergency fund, which is amazing. And then number three is I am really, wow, these birds are like paid actors. Number three is that one of my top achievements is to show up intentionally in my relationships, work, and not letting myself get so caught up in the rush of what other people want. I am really proud of that. I feel like last year, I was just reading through my journal entries from when I turned 33, and I was just in this headspace of, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to make money. I don't know how to make money. I was just coming back from my adult gap year, and honestly, from then until now, I just feel like I have such a solid foundation now and can actually make decisions instead of being in survival mode, and really move towards like my long-term vision, which is amazing. The three most unexpected occurrences that happened this past year was, number one, building my savings. And I'm not saying that this is like an unexpected occurrence, but I was really surprised with how fast I was able to rebuild my savings because I hunkered down, y'all. Like, I was so diligent about cutting out expenses, so diligent about cutting down business expenses, like reducing my living expenses exponentially to get to where we are. And then I also had really difficult internal conversations to not only negotiate for higher pay, but feel comfortable and confident to negotiate for higher pay, and also to find work that allowed me to do more strategic work and get paid more. So thanks to all of that, I was able to rebuild my savings quite quickly. Number two was flying to Rome, Italy with the marketing agency that I subcontract for, Shine Studio, and I got to film content for a luxury branding retreat. That was so cool. The entire trip was paid for. I was able to just like be in my element to create content around travel, branding, being with amazing women who run like 6-7 figure businesses, and it was just amazing. Being in that room and having that experience, I think, just opened my eyes to what is possible and allowed me to dream bigger than what I was allowing myself to do for my own life, and also given me examples of 11 other women who have found ways to not only make a lot of money, but they also get to keep a lot of their own money and live really quiet, luxurious lives. And that's what I want for myself. I want to live a quiet, luxurious life. And it doesn't have to be regarded to like big brand names or anything. I just want to live a life where I have expansive amounts of money that can be put to good use for like mutual aid, contributing to nonprofits, investing in other small business owners. That's what I want. The last unexpected occurrence was almost having a down payment saved for the house and choosing to buy a house and not an apartment. So my partner and I are so close, so close to having a good chunk saved for the down payment. And we made the decision after lots of like back and forth and debate of if we should just go for an apartment or if we should buy like an actual house. And we made the decision that we want a house, we want a yard. I feel like that's a big decision because that's a lot more money and a bigger down payment, but it is choosing the life that we want to have now instead of thinking, let's just settle for what we can and then build up to it later. And instead, we made the hard decision to 10x our efforts now so that we can actually have what we want now. I will say though, thinking about all of that and like how we are aggressively saving, I mean, the sacrifices that we're having to make to be able to do this, and just like the sheer diligence of being able to do this, it's kind of hard. And saving for a down payment is no joke, you all. And saving for a down payment so aggressively and in reduced amount of time is also not for the faint of heart. My three biggest lessons from 33 is, this one is a big one. Stop taking responsibility for things that don't belong to me and letting people figure it out on their own. Like, something does involve me, then putting boundaries so that it doesn't drain me of my energy or my time or my creative juices. I think I used to take on a lot of things that I didn't necessarily need to take, and I would take on other people's responsibilities and kind of make it my own. And I just realized I do not need to be doing that. They can take care of their own responsibility. I am not coming in to like save anybody. That's a no-no. Number two is to go outside, touch grass, and feel the sun on my face. I would say in 2025, or when I was in like the past year, I think I had like a lot of reclusive moments where I was just isolating myself, and not out of wanting solitude. It was isolation because I was like self-punishing or feeling bad about myself. And then I stayed inside a lot. And then because I stayed inside a lot, that kind of totally messed with my mental health. But one of my biggest lessons is to just go outside, touch the grass, and feel the sun on my face, because that just changes everything. It like changes my whole mood. It makes me feel better. It also makes me feel like I'm part of something. I'm not alone. I'm not isolated. Yes, I can be in solitude and be by myself, but I guess it's just, the world is just bigger than me, and being outside and seeing other people, hearing just like birds chirping and all of that stuff reminds me that I am not alone, and it's just better to be with other people. Last biggest lesson from 33 is that I can do hard things. To me, like, I can do hard things no matter my age, and even though it's more challenging, I can still do it. I am totally referring you all to my driver's license because that was so hard. It was so hard to do it in Spanish. It was so hard to get myself into the mindset again to study. It was so hard to admit that I have to start from zero doing something that I already did before. And I finally did it once I stuck to it, put myself into the situation, got in the zone. I can do hard things. I can do hard things no matter my age and no matter if it's challenging. If I just stay focused and really figure out what the purpose of why it is that I want to do something, then it can get done no matter what. No matter what. And I will, I guess, leave with this. I just wrote this little thing, but I wanted to read it out loud because honestly, this past year has just been nutsos, and I feel like I've just made so much progress as a human being. I am so proud of myself from the past year and the work that I've put in to move intentionally. And from moving intentionally, it has allowed me to create freedom and flexibility, and also given me the confidence to stand up for myself in all regards, in regards to work, in regards to relationships, in regards to committing to myself. It's given me a lot of self-confidence, or I've given myself a lot of self-confidence this year, and I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the fact that I did it. 12 months, a whole lap around the sun. Here we are. This has just been the most wholesome, perfect birthday celebration for me that didn't need to involve a lot of people. It was just me enjoying my company, me enjoying activities that I love and I wanted to do without waiting for other people to do it, and just adding like extra whimsy and fun into my life. And it's just been so nice. 34, y'all. 34. Thanks for going through all of like my random identity crises and reflective questions and all of that, and still hanging around for all the shits and giggles and all that stuff. Thank you. I am excited to continue and just pursuing life intentionally and sharing it with you all. Cheers to me.